Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a new edition of the Truth Train. It's an episode, and it's an episode in life where we have to address many interesting and important things.
Think of this as a sanity gas station where you refuel.
Right.
Yeah.
Where you don't stop and eat.
No,
You refill fuel.
No one's having a good time at this gas station.
So let's start with the obvious. Okay, so somebody asked me, Dex, his sweater, because when I put the videos out on TikTok and Instagram and whatever, remember to follow and like and subscribe to this podcast,
And tell a friend who you care about.
Yeah,
who's going through a hard time.
Right. But they asked me, like, are you always wearing the same sweater?
Right.
Right? And I said, I don't know. I would have to ask him.
Yeah.
And so I am asking you.
Right.
What's it's like, Lex Friedman podcast. He has like the same, like he has a suit, black tie, white shirt, every podcast.
Right.
So he's always the same. Obviously, he has many of them. So what's your story?
I have 10 of this sweatshirt.
And why do you have 10?
You know Daniel Radcliffe?
Yeah.
The guy who played Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Well, the paparazzi was after him pretty hardcore for a while. And so he started wearing the same clothes every day. And they left him alone. Right? Because... because, there was no point now.
Is that even true?
It's true. But it's just, you got to be prepared. No, but
I'm going to challenge that, but please continue.
First of all, okay, I don't believe in fashion. I don't believe in fashion at all, okay? I hate colors, and I hate, people who, express themselves through their clothing. I want people to look at me and go, that's a nobody. Next. And so they underestimate me. So then, when I do my thing and I rise like a phoenix, then they'll go, oh man, I made a mistake, judging him by his lack of color,
Did Daniel Radcliffe wear the same clothes to avoid paparazzi? Yes, Daniel Radcliffe wore the same outfit for several months.
There it is.
In 2007 to deter paparazzi.
Yeah.
He wore the same jacket, hat, and jeans every day while leaving the theater, only changing the t-shirt underneath. This made all the photos look the same, rendering them worthless to tabloids and frustrating photographers.
I also want to be worthless to the tabloids.
Yeah, but nobody's really following you around.
But you gotta be prepared. Look,
so you're preparing yourself for fame?
All I'm saying is this. I think if you are a person who says, I express myself through my clothing, right? Then I don't think I'm a lot like you, because I can't pull that off.
Express yourself.
Yeah.
No, it's about just wearing.
I need clothes that make me duller, that make me seem more boring, because I'm too much already.
You're too much already.
I'm too much already. Okay. I need clothes that calm me down.
Oh, and your sweater is calming you down?
Well, it's like a 1984 kind of uniform, right? Like a dystopian
so you have 10,
future.
but you bought 10 of them?
Yes.
Where did you buy them? At a store, but
no, at a discount store.
Of course,
they're Bjorn Borg sweaters.
Bjorn Borg,
yeah, the Swedish porn star. I was going to say the tennis star.
Yeah, same thing.
Same thing.
But okay, so you bought 10 of them, and you wear. But it wasn't to deter. Okay, so your first argument falls through because you didn't buy them because of the paparazzi, right? So we know that.
Fine, but I just want black stuff that makes me incognito.
Incognito.
Yeah. I want people to think like, I want to walk into a room and everyone goes, oh, well, he's nothing to worry about. And then I sit in the corner and I just listen.
Well, scheme.
Oh, I scheme. You don't know the extent to which I'm scheming. And then they've already written me off as not being a threat. And then they just keep talking. I just learn. And when I attack, they will regret being born.
Okay.
That's the point of this one.
Anyway, so they released the Epstein files, or they're gonna release them.
Right?
And as you probably remember, I don't have the clips, but Trump said, Epstein, are you still talking about the Epstein files? It's boring stuff. Why would anyone care about the Epstein files? And now that they have had a vote and they're going to release them, they said, well, we need a month to go through them because of national security issues.
Right.
So it's boring stuff. There's nothing in the Epstein files. We have to wait because of national security.
Right.
Do you see how that contradicts itself?
Yes, yes.
So it's quite interesting. But here's and I just wanted to say this. This is, we're in November, so they're not released yet. But here's a prediction. Nobody is going to get convicted after the release.
Wow. What a
That's a prediction.
what a controversial prediction.
Nobody will go to jail or prison or get anything after the Epstein files are released.
Right.
A prediction,
Right.
right?
November 25th, I think.
So there's one person who's convicted, and she's in jail for trafficking, right? She's in jail for trafficking women to men. Yeah, she's like the whore mom, kind of, right? Like that's the
popular term.
But here's the thing that few think about, I think, because it's never raised the question, and it's very obvious. So she's in jail for trafficking. To who?
Yeah.
Who did she traffic to? Wouldn't you think that if a woman says, "Hey, I got trafficked by her," okay, who slept with you? That's not important, but she trafficked me. No, you would need a guy to then, yeah, I did pay for sex on Epstein Island and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that didn't happen. I'm just saying, shouldn't there be more people in jail?
Always.
Right?
There should always be more people in jail.
And yeah, there should always be more people in jail in general.
There should.
Right?
In any given case, more people should go to jail than what the amount that did.
Right.
Yeah.
And but how would you? I mean, if you were so this is a
But you know what's interesting is I was talking to a very left-leaning person one time, and she said, "Oh my God, I was listening to Joe Rogan, and it triggered me so much." Mm-hmm. And so I asked, just out of curiosity, what was so triggering? No, it was the fact that he was questioning any government institution or any narrative on mainstream TV at all, right? So do you think this is sort of a right-wing thing you're talking about here with the Epstein files?
No, but now it's both sides.
Because it's mainstream.
Well, the left and the right want to see the files.
Wow, we're united on something?
Where are you? Where are you? Do you even listen to anything that is on, out there in the world?
I just lie in the fetal position in a dark room, covering my ears, screaming.
So there was a vote. There was only one Congress person who voted against it.
Really?
Yeah. So it's the biggest yes vote ever.
Wow.
So
unity through trafficking.
Yeah, it is.
That's a great name for this episode.
But my question, before you interrupted me rudely, I might add.
Sorry.
So what would you now do if you were on the list, which you are not?
Right.
As far as we know.
Of course not.
Right?
Right. Yeah.
Wink.
Yeah.
What will you do? Okay, so there's a month until the files are released.
Uh-huh.
What do you do now? How do you do this? Like fire control, like controlled demolition. How would you do this now? How would you live your life?
Yeah.
Before it's released, if you were on the list,
right,
and deeply involved.
It's funny because I was actually thinking about this earlier this morning in the shower.
Right.
And in all seriousness, you know what I would do? I would just cash out all my Raytheon stock, all my Boeing stock, all my cigarette stocks, and like all my evil stocks, basically.
Yeah.
And I would cash in the $6 billion or whatever it is, and I would go straight down to Antarctica. and I would buy a plot of land, and I would start building an underground lair with tons of hot showers all over the place.
Okay, yeah. A month. There's a month. You're not listening.
Yeah, but I have $6 million.
Yeah, that doesn't really cut it.
Damn it.
I think you have to go to a rogue country where, you could buy yourself a house and just live within.
Plastic surgery, maybe? Listen, tell me what you do first, and then I get back to you.
No, why? I'm asking you.
I think you've thought about it more.
No, you are on the list of Epstein Island trafficking list, right?
Yeah.
You are now gonna be on the run or convicted or like in the media or whatever it is. You're a billionaire, right? You have connections to different countries, especially one in the Middle East.
Okay, I got it.
Right? So what do you do now? You're gonna be convicted of something, probably.
First of all, I would blame it on climate change.
Of course.
Right? Climate change made me go down there and harass young women for money.
Okay.
Right? And it's like, and if we don't get our act together, so then from then on, anyone who questions me is now a climate denier. Okay?
Yeah.
Then, I would also be sure to wear the same thing every day, obviously. So it's uninteresting to take so many pictures of me for the media. So I'd be left out of it. So I have that strategy.
That's a good one.
I call it the Radcliffe.
Right.
Right? So I'd pull the Radcliffe. But also, like, I would also try to, whatever they accuse me of, I would try to find one little detail that's off and then accuse them of being anti-Semitic. Yes, I would go to Israel, I think, and convert. And then I would say anti-Semitic, and then I would also do that other thing where it's, yes, I would keep calling them conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, okay, but now there's proof, and the police wants you to come in and be questioned, and you're all over the CNN and the Fox and all the news outlets. So what do you do now?
Well, I just accuse them of stuff.
Yeah, but there's evidence. There's video.
I know, but I go, look.
You know that there's 15,000 hours of video where he's sleeping with women, right?
No way. No way.
You don't know anything, do you?
I don't know anything.
Fuck me, dude. Anyway. 15,000 hours. And
Yeah.
you are 14,000 of them. Okay?
Right.
Just pounding away.
Wow.
Underaged.
Wow.
What do you do now? You're a billionaire. You own Victoria's Secret, let's say.
Okay, I got it.
No correlation.
I got it. You ready? Do you remember Adolf Hitler?
I'm not sure.
It's vague.
Vaguely.
Vaguely. So anyway, in 1924, right, when he tried to take over the city through a putsch, right? And then that was very, very illegal, and he was going to get like a death sentence, basically. But what he did was he used the courtroom as a platform to become the Adolf Hitler that we know and love today. But basically, he just launched. He just launched into this diatribe about everything he hated about society, and people just loved it, and people just like surrounded the courtroom for months and months and months just listening to him talk. So if I was 14,000 of those hours, I would say, correction, I'm 36,000 of those hours, and here's the other tape. And I would just get super many charges on me, as many as I could, to have the most profiled court case of all time, and then pull an Adolf Hitler, as they say. And I would just use it as a platform to then now run for my future presidency of the world.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
Because, isn't that pretty good, though?
Well, you're hedging your bet, kind of. Like it's not a foolproof plan.
But apparently neither is Antarctica.
No, it's not.
So what would you do?
That's
then?
more like a time issue.
Well, what would you do then?
I mean, I would, okay, where could I go with my billion money or gold or whatever and find out, okay, which country could I live in where there's no extradition? Like where they don't extradite you. Like there's no like prisoner swap program.
Yeah.
Right? So I would go to a country, okay, who doesn't have like a deal with the US or the West or whatever? That's what I would do.
Mm.
You know?
It's not only better than mine, but it's so much simpler.
So I would bring everything I have. Maybe I'll just put everything in Bitcoin or I don't know, whatever, something untraceable. Gold. hiding money, I don't think that's the problem because they do it all the time, right? They have
Yeah.
like secret accounts and secret names and all that stuff. So I think that's doable. So, but hide all the money and then go to a country where okay, well, you know what? I can't leave this country anymore. Like this is the only place I can be. So where could I live? Like I would find a country where I could buy like a palace in some like, you know, Thailand or like not Thailand, but a country like that, you know? And then like, yeah, I'm going to live here forever now because I can't go anywhere else. But this is a great country. Right?
Based on that idea, can I give you my version of that one?
Sure.
So here's basically the smartest thing I could do. Based on what you just said, I think this might be the smartest thing you could ever do. First things first, you fake your death, right? And then your birth certificate, it's all gone. And now you create a fake identity of a new person, get a little bit of plastic surgery, make yourself look a bit younger. You know what I mean? In the process, no big deal. And then I change my name to, you know, let's say Richard McBranson. And then I buy Epstein Island and I move there and I do the whole thing again. Because now no one thinks that could ever happen again, and no one from the case would be stupid enough to move there and commit the same crime again.
Right.
So I reboot Epstein Island, and it's the last place they'll ever look.
Right.
What do you think?
I mean, if you go back to it's the Virgin Islands, this area, Little St. James is called, his island.
Oh, right.
And I don't know. I think the
Fine. Maybe don't do the same crimes there, but at least live there because it's the last place they'd ever look.
yeah, but they would find you.
Would they?
Yeah, they find people. all
Why
the time.
wouldn't they find you?
They would because I'm in a country where there's no prisoner swap or extradition or whatever.
Right. Yeah, I guess.
They can't extradite me. So you can go to Yemen. They don't have a deal with them. You can go to some country in Africa who's like an enemy of the U.S. You can go there.
Like Uganda?
You can go to Uganda if you want to. It's
Is it-
probably beautiful.
I bet.
I've seen. You've been there, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Top Gear. They've been to like all those countries: Uganda, Zimbabwe, and all the rest of them. And like, it's the most beautiful documentaries footage ever shot.
Right.
They have everything: water, mountains, animals, food.
Wow. Food
Food
even?
is great too.
Yeah.
So you would go to a country where they can't find you, and if they find you, they can't go in and get you because that would be a violation of international law. Like even you can go to Kyrgyzstan or Russia, even Russia. You can say whatever you want about Russia, but it is the world's biggest country, and they have everything.
Can I just say one thing in my defense?
Sure.
There was a camera team that was on the street one time, a couple of years back, and then they asked people like, where do you like to travel the most? And one guy said, I like to travel to wherever there's just been a terrorist attack.
Right.
Because it's so cheap and there's no people and the hotels are empty and
Yeah.
I got a whole hotel just for myself.
I've done that.
Have you?
I have. There was a coup attempt.
That was you?
No, it was a coup attempt in Turkey.
Okay.
And I didn't stage it, but I took advantage of it
Nice.
because there was a coup attempt, and then they slashed all prices.
It would be sad if a coup didn't have at least a couple of winners.
Exactly. So like the ticket cost like 70 euros back and forth.
Wow.
Turkey, Istanbul.
You went there alone?
No, I met somebody down there.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they were also flying toward the coup.
Everybody was flying towards the coup. It's like a bug light.
You got it. Man, it's a coup. We got to get down there right away.
You gotta get in there.
I'm just saying it's a very smart idea to go to where they least expect you. I mean, they would expect you to be in a non-extradition country, and then they would, and then they would just threaten that country to extradite you. But meanwhile, I'm back where the crime was committed, where they're going, well, obviously, there's nobody there from the crime scene, at the crime scene.
I'm gonna show you something about like traveling.
Right.
Okay, Afghanistan. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Well, they've started now to open up their country, and they want people to come down there.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and this is a video. This is a promo video for a Visit Afghanistan, basically.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Is there sound?
I don't know.
Oh yes, it is.
You're the one who hires and fires.
Welcome to Afghanistan.
So this is a video where they show like you can go swim with a gun, you can drive around. They use dark humor and surreal imagery to lure tourists to come in there. Show weapons, you can buy food. They have apps, parrots, and nature. So yeah, they're promoting tourism the Taliban way.
Right.
So you can say whatever you want about the Taliban, but they have obviously some humor here. Did you see the opening?
I mean, it's funnier than most of the woke people.
Yeah, but did you see the opening? But it's like it looks like a hostage video, right?
Yeah, of course.
And
Just explain it because people can't see it.
so there's a guy like it's a typical a hostage video, and there's this trash bags over their heads, and then like
Welcome to Afghanistan.
yeah, and it's pretty good.
Are you gonna go?
Well, I have to go now,
Right.
right?
Yeah, you gotta go.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We have one message from America.
Welcome to Afghanistan.
It's the same one again. Isn't
Same
it?
video, yeah.
Yeah.
But this shows you a more upbeat version.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So anyway, that's happening.
Right.
Maybe that would be a great country to hide.
In a cave in Afghanistan.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then start your own organization.
Start your own terror cell.
Sure, if you want to.
Right.
I mean, whatever. You have money now.
You always have a choice.
You always have a choice. Okay, Dex. Let's get down to brass tacks.
Yes, of course.
We live in a world now where there's political fractions. There's a left and there's a right.
I hadn't noticed, but okay, I'll take your word for it.
And there's like people are unfriending family because of I voted for Trump, or I voted for the Tories in England, or I voted for the ADF in
Germany.
Is it MDF or ADF?
Oh, AFD.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I think.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
So people are like mad because you're racist, and you're like, and you're not racist enough, and it's just like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That one side saying that everyone isn't racist enough.
Well, that's a bunch of people. I mean, this guy Nick Fuentes, he's saying that the people on the right, on the extreme right, are not racist enough.
Yeah, but he's not on the extreme right. He's a white nationalist.
Right.
Self-declared.
Okay, so he's off the charts.
Yeah, he's off the charts.
Okay.
He's beyond the spectrum. You know what's so funny? They talk about autism. You're on the spectrum. He's beyond the spectrum.
But the thing is, right? Thanksgiving. It was now recently.
Right.
Or it's coming up or whatever it is.
Right.
Doesn't really matter.
Hey, by the way, fun fact, it's a different date in Canada than it is in the U.S.
Not important. But the point is, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
People are now having Thanksgiving, and also we're having this Christmas thing coming. What happens? Well, people come over for dinner. Family and neighbors and whatever. It's Thanksgiving dinner. Where are you going to go for the Thanksgiving? Well, I don't talk to my family anymore because I voted the wrong way. So I can't go there. So where do you go? Right? So I think, and it's so bad now that I think we're not going to fix it. So I think it's time to pick a side.
Yeah.
It's time to pick a side. Like these people in the middle, like, no, we should all be friends. Talk's cheap.
So true.
It's over and it's cheap.
I'm so glad you said it because I didn't want to say anything.
Oh, it's cheap.
Yeah.
It's over. So now you have to pick a side.
Yeah.
Who are you going to be with?
Because your side is your family now.
Exactly. Family is over.
Yeah.
It's an outdated institution.
Yeah, it is.
That's just like,
The guy who runs your local chapter, he's your dad now.
yeah. the guy who's telling you that you voted the right way is your family.
Yeah, he's your cousin now.
Yeah. And if there's a woman in there who likes you, you should marry her and get divorced from the other one.
If she's wearing the pin of your party.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how we identify people. We should put markers on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only that, but, like a friend of mine said, it's not like God watches over you while you sleep. The party watches over you while you sleep.
Exactly, right? So, yeah, like your political affiliation is now your family.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's so smart.
And you should unfriend the people who disagree with you, even a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you should
Tolerate nothing.
tolerate nothing. Nothing. There should be a clear wedge in between.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And if you have, like, I have a family member that I always hold dearest to my heart, you know, the
Yeah.
most important part, my niece, my little baby.
Right.
But I don't know exactly her political affiliation. But if it's not the same as me, I will cut her loose.
Christmas is a good time to ask these questions.
I will, yeah, especially under the dinner, like during dinner, you should do it.
Who'd you vote for?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then if they say, well, should we talk about it? Oh, we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah. That's when you made. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but cutting loose family, it's important now, and it's important because you have to show them that you mean business.
Yeah.
Like we're playing hardball over here.
Excommunicating.
There's no more like, hey, well, and we should have a discussion about that. Discussion's over.
Talking is over.
Siding is in.
Talk is cheap in this climate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you have to take a side, pick a side.
Now, just as a small side note here, what about colleagues at work? Where during at what point at your work should you start asking your colleagues who they voted for?
The first day you start.
So not during the interview.
When you go around saying hello to people.
Yeah.
After you get the job.
You come in on day one with your political pin, right?
Yeah,
here.
you come in there like, hey, you didn't wear that pin on the job interview. Of course not.
No.
Or else I wouldn't get the job.
That's it.
But yeah, I have to go. I have to pray to the Adolf now.
Yeah.
Right? Like so there's ways around this, okay?
Yeah.
So you have to find people. And also, if you get fired, try to find a job where people who vote and think the same as you work.
Yeah, because your party is your job now.
Don't you think there's a steel mill who's a right wing or a left wing?
It's a lot of left-wing steel mills.
I can guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Like, waving the flag, the LGBT flag.
I think I heard a quote once which was something like Christmas is all about family. And no, it isn't. Not in 2025. Christmas is all about arguing. Starting an argument, screaming, yelling, throwing food at each other.
So I don't talk about my family much because I don't find it very interesting. But what is interesting is that when I come home, which I sometimes have to make my mom happy, I have to listen to my family who are, how would you say, not as agreeable to the what you call
to the cause.
To the cause. yeah, we don't see eye to eye on many things.
Really?
Oh yeah. So I just then take a step back and I just nod and like, well, this is going to be over soon.
Really?
That's my strategy.
Wow.
Right? Because I'm not going to engage in conversation that has nothing to be gained. There's nothing to be gained. It's just hot air.
Or you can prove who your enemies are.
But then nobody's going to convince anyone.
No, but you hardened you've hardened your enemy dynamic.
Right.
Which is good.
So what I'm saying is that instead of then going home and then enduring the dinner, you just unfriend your family.
Right.
It's way better.
And go to Thailand.
You can go whatever you want.
Yeah, you can, because You're free.
You're free now.
The only people you answer to are the people who think like you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And those are your real friends and your real family at the end of the day.
That's so
right?
true.
Because like in the Soviet Union, right? They said like, hey, the party is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Your loyalty to the party, right?
That's it.
And that goes for the MAGA movement as well.
Yeah.
Your loyalty is to the party. Go with the flow here.
Why isn't there left-wing Tinder and right-wing Tinder? It's crazy that they think.
I think that's about market access.
Okay.
You want to access the whole market.
Do you though?
Well, of course not, but you would lose a lot of customers if you.
I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, you could put on if you have a Tinder, you could put it on your Tinder that, hey, by the way, I'm a right-wing extremist, and I love shooting my guns in the weekends.
But what's so funny is all these women, they say, like, if you're looking for a one-night stand, swipe left. Right. If you don't listen to Nick Fuentes, swipe left.
Exactly.
Right. If you don't love Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, like I watch a lot of bomb making videos, but there's no plan. Like if you write that, I think that's fair.
That's what the women want to hear.
It's just educational purpose.
Ambitious young male.
It's like studying the Mongolian Empire. You're not going to be the Mongolian Genghis Khan guy.
That's exactly the same.
Yeah.
So reading a lot about bomb making but not having a plan is exactly the same about reading about the Mongolian Empire.
I think it is.
It is.
I think it is.
Yeah.
So, but the point is,
because I remember one thing. I remember, during COVID, right? If you're unvaccinated, don't hang out with the unvaccinated and stuff. But that makes more sense, right? If you think people are contagious, I mean, obviously, stay away from them.
Yeah.
That one was way more plausible.
Yeah.
What I like about this one is how extreme it is.
right?
Yeah. Because we're done with half measures.
Done.
Sorry, in Alcoholics Anonymous, in one of the texts, it says, half measures availed us nothing. Right? Like we had to go totally sober kind of thing. And it's just like that here.
Yeah, it's like getting sober.
It's exactly.
It is like getting sober.
In the perpetual war with your family.
And now people are saying like, what are they saying? Like, I didn't say which side I'm on.
Neither did I.
I didn't say I'm liberal. I didn't say I was the right winger.
No.
I'm not saying anything.
All I want. Hey,
I'm just saying pick a side.
That's it.
That's all I'm saying.
Now,
But I want to be on the left side. Please go on the left side.
Right.
But I want to be a right side person. Please go to the right side.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you got to pick a side now.
Okay.
We're done with talking.
It's so true. What about this? What about someone like who's listening to this and they say, I don't know about a side. I don't know what side I'm on, but I know that I want to have chickens and guns and live on a farm, but I also like vaccines. Like, how do they choose? Like, what if you have conflicting views here? You know what I mean? You're pro big pharma, but you also like don't like climate change. Let's say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, internal battles, of course, will happen.
Right.
Doubt will show up. Even a priest who prays to God every day
has doubt.
He has doubts.
There are days when he doesn't think God is real.
Exactly. But it is his job.
Yeah.
To go up there and then praise the Lord or whatever.
Yeah. You can also call our hotline, who can also assist you in picking a
Of course.
side.
Yeah, we can help you pick a side. It's only $5.99 an hour.
It's so
Or
true.
a minute. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
You're allowed to have doubts and stuff, but you should write down what is the most important thing to you. And if Big Pharma is on the top of that list, you're an insane person, right? Sides are not for you. You shouldn't be in any side. You should be inside. Padded inside.
Rocking back and forth.
Yeah. But here's the thing. What's important to you? Well, important to me is people who have the same idea. Exactly. Let's start there.
Wow. And you know what? These are the people I can respect,
And then you're like, well, I love...
What's important to you? Number one, not listening to people who disagree with me.
Right.
Now you're ready for a side.
But how to pick a side if you have conflicting theories? Well, you write down what is the most important thing. And then I would never give this up. And then you would say, okay, but which side is that on? and then like, okay, well, I have to give up something to join the other side.
Right.
You have to give up something. Like there's never a deal where you get everything, 100%.
No.
It's always like, you get some of the stuff, and that's the way it is.
All right. How about this one? Christmas Eve, you've made the list. You've checked it twice, and you are very certain on what side you represent. You bring it up at the family dinner.
Yeah.
It turns out your wife, who you newly married, she's on the other side.
Yeah.
What do? You
bring the divorce papers.
And where do the kids go?
Well, they have to pick a side.
That's the genius of it.
That's the genius of the system.
That's the genius of it. It's so true.
They have to pick a side now.
Yes, they do.
Do you want to be with mommy with no guns or daddy with all the guns?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And you ask the kid, like, where do you stand on Vladimir Putin?
Exactly.
You know?
Do you support the war?
And then he's like, what's a war?
Exactly.
Right?
So I think you have to do that, and no, you come prepared. You come prepared with the papers, and and then of course during dinner you say to everyone, okay, everyone who's on my side on that side of the room,
Yeah.
and everyone's who's not on my side on that side of the room.
Also, have you seen these gender reveals online?
I've seen them.
Okay, so there's parents, and they have usually a confetti gun or two, or like tons of balloons drop from the ceiling. Ideally, when you start this conflict at the family dinner, you should do it like a gender reveal.
I think so too. Political views reveal.
Yeah, that's and you should also do one of those at work.
Yeah.
on the last Friday before Christmas.
Okay, I'm gonna reveal my political views. Is he blue or is he red?
Yeah,
and then it comes. The truth comes out.
Balloons just rain from the ceiling.
Yeah, with swastika on it. Oh, I didn't know.
And half the room is crying, and half the room is cheering.
Yeah. Right.
It's wonderful. Anyway, so now you split the room in two.
Yeah.
Now what?
Well, now you know who's on your side.
Right. But like, where does the evening go from there?
Well, it doesn't go anywhere with those other people.
No.
You say that, well, obviously we can't be together anymore.
So you take your plates and you move into another room.
Well, either they move but that's the beauty of it. Now you have a Mexican standoff.
Yeah, but I mean,
who moves first?
I mean, shouldn't there be like a blocking ceremony where you block each other on everything?
Yeah, you bring out the computer and you punch in the names and you just delete them. Unfriend, delete, and block.
Man, there's nothing like a political views reveal.
Are you blocking your daughter right now? Yeah, I mean, she took her mom's side.
Yeah, she did.
There's nothing to talk about.
She didn't like Putin as much as me.
That's what I love about Scientology.
Yeah?
These people, they don't play soft.
No, they don't. No.
They don't. Like, if you're not with us on the science, if you don't believe in the aliens on the other planets, we don't have much to talk about.
Right.
Tom Cruise. Look at the movies he's making. Well, of course, I mean, his daughter. I don't know, like you read a lot of, and again, I don't believe the tabloids that much, but I've seen some of the documentaries about people who were involved in the Scientology church and who were like stalking, harassing people, and then they broke out of it and they're like, yeah, we're horrible people. Yeah, they ordered us to do that and we believed in it and I'm ashamed.
Yeah.
But
you shouldn't be ashamed. Is
no, you shouldn't be ashamed.
No, unlike those losers in Scientology.
When you unfriend your family, you pledge allegiance.
You do.
You do. You really do. And who do you want to go to war with? Those people who unfriend their family for the cause, or the people who kind of just have the same passport?
Yeah. Or same DNA.
Well, whatever that is.
Yeah, pathetic.
Pathetic.
Hey, just small technical question, just out of curiosity.
Sure.
So there's 27 people at Christmas. You do your political views reveal. You've shot the gun. The balloons have fallen from the sky.
Yeah.
You've split the room in two. And after the physical fighting and the crying and
with
everything,
the family, yeah?
Yeah. You bring out the computer, you do the ceremonial blocking,
Yeah.
and then it dawns on you that you're like, so let's say, let's say you are pro Nick Fuentes and your wife is pro feminism. So obviously she's on the other side of the room now.
Okay.
And as you're about to block her, you realize, oh, she's pregnant. Like,
Yeah.
like you already knew that, but in the heat of the moment, in the heat of the political views reveal, you forgot it.
Yeah.
What happens to that baby?
Well, it has to make a choice
When?
immediately.
Right.
You can see. You can tell.
You can tell, huh?
You can tell easily.
Right.
Yeah. You can see it.
You can see it in the baby's eye. So basically, you meet your wife again 9 months later when she's giving birth, and then you immediately
You see where the baby wants to go.
right,
In a way.
right.
Yeah. Is it a right wing baby
You
or is it a left wing
You
baby?
confront the baby the second it's born.
Yeah, you show the flag of LGBTQ plus
Right.
A. You show the flag. You see how they react.
Mm.
Is there any resonance?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you show the flag of the Third Reich, and then you see what happens.
It's so simple.
It's that simple.
And it's so genius because of its simplicity. Yeah. This is great. Now, when society now has been broken into two warring factions,
Yeah.
is that when we have peace?
Peace? No, this is when it starts.
Because first you pick your side.
And then you destroy the other side.
Right.
Right? You just make them powerless.
Yeah.
You make them feel that, listen, we did the wrong thing. So they come leaking over to your side.
Because as long as you have family or friends on the other side, the war can't begin.
I was listening to this professor called Richard Wolff. Is he a communist professor, socialist, whatever? He's a very smart guy. He discusses like with the capitalism doesn't work and all that stuff. He said something interesting. It was a guy asked, how did Hitler get to power? Like, how did he get there? And he spent 25 minutes explaining how he did get the power. It was a lot of details, but one thing that he did notice was that all the companies in Germany at that time, they were kind of like, well, I mean, we don't like this Hitler guy, but the other side was kind of worse. So that he was like the only guy they saw themselves that, okay, at least we can like work with him in a way, because the communists we can't, right? But socialism was very popular in Germany at that time, so they had to call it something socialism. So that's why they called it the National Socialist Party, right, which is then Nazi, N-A, Nazi socialism, yeah. So they say, okay, at least we can work with him because he's saying that he's a socialist, but we have like a deal with him that we're going to elevate the industrial base, we're going to take back power, we're going to fix the currency, and we're going to take back what we lost, basically.
Yeah.
And then of course people came kind of like crawling towards him. Like, I'm really against this, but it kind of, it is better to work with it than against it.
Yeah.
And that will happen with us as well.
A split society.
A split society that somebody then will see we're actually losing this battle, and then the cowards will come over to your side.
The cowards.
Yeah.
What do you mean the cowards?
Well, they're cowards from the other side, but for us, they're brave.
Is that because? Is that because they're convinced by our ideas or intimidated by our violence?
They're intimidated by the violence, but then convinced by the violence.
Because they go like, no one who was wrong would be this violent.
Nobody who's that wrong has that many guns and tanks. And planes and bombs.
That's it, right?
Right? So
Look at the size of that aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
They must be right.
they know something I don't.
That's it.
That's how you measure it.
That's it.
So then the cowards come over to your side, you rehabilitate them,
Right.
and then
You
just show them a better way.
you re-educate them.
You give them like you give them a plot of land, and You give them a loan of money and then a job and a car and then, you build society.
What about once you've picked your side, right? What happens at actual elections or like the government? Where's the government in all
Elections? What are you talking about?
this? What an outdated concept.
But we don't do elections.
No, we don't.
You pick the side.
You picked a side. Wow. I love the idea that kids are forced to pick a side. It's like Sophie's Choice, but on anabolic steroids.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which is the dream.
Which I think is the only way to do this.
The only,
The only way to fix Thanksgiving dinner now
yeah.
is that you eat with the people who picked the right side.
That's right.
You can't eat with the other people.
You know what's so funny is like studies have shown that you get along the best with people you hate the most things with. So it's not about liking things like, oh, I also like, pyramids or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's about like, I hate cats, right?
Right.
And that's where the magic is, hating the same things.
Right.
So each side is based around hating the other one, which is what makes it so united.
I mean, people, but that's, psychology 101. You all hate the other football team, right? And that's how you congregate people.
Yeah.
That's how you make them, do the things. You want to hate the guys with towels on their heads.
Yeah.
You want to hate the guys with the LGBTQ flag.
Right.
You want to hate the guys with the guns and the pickup trucks. You want to hate those people. You want to hate that group. And we hate them. And you want to hate the gays. You want to hate the straights. You want to hate the communists, the Nazis. You just point them towards something that is the opposite.
United by hate.
United by hate.
Yeah. There was in the Enron documentary, at one point the narrator says they were captivated by the magic of the marketplace. But in this case, people are captivated by the magic of the hatred place in a way.
Yeah, it's like a hatred free market system. Right?
Yeah.
So, but the point is that
Hate is the fuel of the future, as they say.
But it is, and you will come over to the side that wins. That happens. Like how many people have fought against a country in a war, and then afterwards come to that country because that country you then come to bombed the country you were in.
Right.
So there's nothing left. So you kind of like, well, I mean, they bombed everything and everyone I know, but it is a better life there.
Right.
That has happened a million times.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think anyone from North Vietnam came to America after a while? Don't you think so?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think they had a Big Mac and thought, man,
This is not bad.
I was on the wrong side.
I was on the wrong side. I was young. I fought with the communists, and obviously America is better for me.
It's funny that the Americans didn't just give all the communists a Big Mac, because then they would have turned over. What do you think could ever... Let me ask you this. How does this all end once we all pick a side and take this, culture war seriously? How does it end? With one side prevailing and everyone thinks the same?
Well, it's a utopia. That's how it ends. Everybody's happy now.
Of course.
Because you got rid of the people who disagree with you.
Yeah.
That's utopia.
It's so true. This is pure wisdom.
Yeah.
Why hasn't anyone else thought like this
Well,
throughout
I
history?
don't know. Obviously, they're not reading the same books.
What's funny is, like, if anyone had implemented what you're talking about, we'd be living in a utopia now.
I know.
We're
lagging behind.
So obviously we've never tried this idea. God damn, it's good stuff.
Well, the communists did for a while.
Really? You
They
don't
did
say?
try a little bit, but not hard enough. They only killed 25 million people.
Wasn't it 100?
No, but if you put in Mao,
Yeah, Mao, yeah.
now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
We always forget the big, like the goat,
Yeah.
the goat of killing. I mean, that guy, like nobody really knows because China was a sealed country. Yeah. Nobody knew what was going on. There was no diplomatic connection between the U.S. and the West and whatever.
Yeah.
It was an isolated country. And it's everything between 50 to 80 million people died in China They starved people to death, killed them, whatever it was.
But for the right reasons.
Well, obviously, because they picked the wrong side.
You know, I'm so glad you're simplifying it like this.
And and people forget the story, the history of the world. They forget it. They're like, hey, we should do this and that. Like, yeah, they did try that in different countries. Yeah, but it's not the same. We have social media now, so that would never happen. Right? You know, like, hey, if Facebook existed under Stalin, he wouldn't be allowed to kill 25 million people. Everybody would write it on Facebook. Yeah, but what if he owned Facebook as well then?
Yeah.
What would happen then? No, but you can't own the big tech companies. They're on people's side. Yeah, they're on the people's side. They will, they're for free speech.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
Yeah.
That's what they are. You know?
We should start selling political views reveal guns, you know?
Yeah.
Confetti guns,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Because obviously there's going to be a huge market for this in the
Put
coming
your ideology inside and then we shoot it out.
shoot people with your ideology.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, like in Chinese restaurants, they have those, what are they called? Lucky crackers? What are they called? Fortune cookies.
Fortune cookie.
Yeah. And inside a fortune cookie, you get a little fortune, right? So basically, you take your entire manifesto and you cut it up into tiny little strips of one sentences.
Yeah. Put it in cookie boxes.
Well, you basically shove the whole gun full of this.
Yeah.
So your confetti is individual strips of policy you believe in.
What if you have your manifesto in cookies? Like that you open a cookie and there's like a thin slice of paper and that's just one sentence in your big manifesto.
Right. I mean, it'd be a great way to smuggle it out of a prison camp.
Yeah, but I mean, you get a snack and ideology at the same time.
Which is the dream.
I mean, tastes great.
Okay, but
this tastes great.
This idea tastes great.
It tastes great.
This idea is going down smooth.
I'm on his side now.
Yeah, that's right. Look, how does this work? When there's two opposing sides ready to do battle on battlefield Earth,
yeah.
How do you choose a leader on each side?
How do you choose a
because
leader?
the government is now collapsed, right?
Well, I mean, I think
because the way I see it is like this. My parents asked me recently. They said, after Christmas, we're going to do some family days, like invite extended family and stuff like that. And then we're considering going up to the cabin, right? And then we're going to be up on the mountains until New Year's. Do you want to join us there for a couple days? That's what they think is happening. Obviously, what's actually happening is people are going to show up with their political view reveal guns and set the tone, split the room. Yeah. And then by January 1st, the whole country, or like the whole West, is split into two huge sections of armies ready to die for the cause.
Right.
So how do you choose a leader in such short time?
You don't really choose. You know. You know who's the leader.
The leader will naturally emerge.
Yeah, we will know. You don't have to do anything. Just pick a side and you're good.
And everything else happens organically.
We'll do the rest. We'll do the rest. Just pick the side and we'll fix it.
So true.
And don't ask questions because we don't like that either.
And just one last curiosity here. Why is it better to choose these sides and make it official rather than what we have going on right now?
Because now we're like we're hiding in the bushes. Like everyone's scary now. Everybody's afraid of each other because they don't know who they're dealing with. Listen, I'll tell you something. It's better to have somebody. It's better to know that somebody hates you than somebody you think likes you but they hate you.
Right.
It's better to know who your enemy is
than to have to guess.
Than to have to guess about it.
Yeah.
Right.
So
that's the whole thing. You don't go around like, did he like me? Did she like me? Like, no. You know who doesn't like you.
Uh-huh.
And that's how you build a society.
Mm-hmm.
Not this like, what do you call it?
Half measures.
Jimmying around like this, like, yeah, maybe, there's no maybes
Yeah.
in our society.
That should go on the war poster. Stop jimmying around.
Yeah.
Pick a side at Christmas.
There's no maybes. There's only 100% concrete.
No, that's right.
That's all we do here.
Yeah.
So the time for thinking is over.
I love that.
The time for thinking is over. Find out what your family believes and tell them that they're no longer your family.
How does thinking stop you from picking a side?
How thinking's what?
Because the time for thinking is over.
Yeah, that's over.
Because thinking stops you from picking a side. That's what you're saying?
No, you have to just pick a side. That doesn't involve thinking.
Okay.
Because intuitive.
Right,
You
right.
know
Right.
what side you're on.
And you know who the leader is.
And you know who the leader is.
Yeah, that's
These
brilliant.
are just like that. These are just facts.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
So it's about time now. We've done this too long now. This well, maybe your opinions are important, and your opinions. Do you have anything to say? You have two people in your society. Yeah, you should join us over here. And what do you think? Yeah, we should build a society on all these different. No, we don't do that.
Because the time for thinking.
The guy who has the gun is the leader now.
And this is the time for thinking is over.
And and what do you got? You got nothing. You got a book? No. We got the torches. We got the guns. We got the
Grab
forks.
Grab a gun and an ideology fortune cookie.
Yeah, and we'll tell you who you are.
That's beautiful.
Okay, people. I think in conclusion, I think people learned a lot.
Yeah, and they know what to do. Life has meaning now.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah. So anyway, get a machete, go out there and be somebody.
Nice.
Okay, people. Bye.